No, you know what I mean? Yeah, Bronk, I'm going to work on that for you. In the meantime, if there's something that comes up, I'd love to let you know.
Yeah. So what was any weird, wild service issue? You're smiling already, I know, because there's not a week goes by that either one of us doesn't have something that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, apart from playing with that Grand National that's sitting in my shop there, which I had the injectors done by the boys down at South Bay.
Frank Jewell, very good. Very good.
For a very reasonable price, I had 2 dripping injectors, got them back in a day. Actually, it would have even been less than a day, but based on the logistics of the customer picking them up,
right?
It was a day, and slapped them in. No, didn't slap, but we put them in the car.
Right.
Night and day. The car used to have a stinking exhaust, hard to start, all kinds of crazy stuff. Gone, done.
Nice.
You know, and it's the kind of thing where, you know, for the most part, I'm thinking of just doing it as a regular part of the service to my other high mileage cars because, you know, new injectors are a lot of money. They're expensive.
Can be, yeah.
And for the most part, injectors don't wear out. Mm-hmm. All right, they can short out, but even that's pretty. You know, like these were 30-odd-year-old injectors, and they were like no more. You know, they were fine.
You know, 2 years ago when I did the service on my Mazda, I had to do that intake manifold and PCV valve.
Right.
I had to take the injector rail off, and I said, "Wow, just for maintenance, let me run these down to Frank and have him go over them."
Right.
Of course, there was now he flow tests them when he gets them in.
Right.
And he can record that pattern and the flow rates. Then he cleans them and he'll test them again.
Right.
And of course, mine were fine each way, so I just paid to have them cleaned. Yeah. So.
Yes. Mrs. Dartboard. Hey there. Yeah, say hi. We're on the air right now. We're talking, so you. I just wanted to sneak over here. You could just we just wanted to say hi. Then you know,
just stick that on so you can hear
just
us.
stick that on your head.
We had to walk in
and wave
from,
wave at the camera.
Laura, Dartboard Doug's
camera?
wife.
See, yeah. So you
and there's say hi right behind you.
Yeah, you see, you're on for posterity there.
Okay.
You know?
On Facebook?
No, we didn't do that because we got too much.
I have to teach you.
Yeah, I know. We got so many things going. We got wires, cables, whatever. I feel like I'm working on a car here.
He's coming. He's bringing the Corvette, I think.
Thanks for the warning.
Oh, the black one?
Yes.
Cool.
Nice.
And I did want to give him a face mask and a snorkel to come down here in it.
You gonna lend him your snorkel? Is that what it was?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
But I just wanted to stop by and say hi.
Oh, it's great.
Because Ray, I never met.
No, you never did. That's right.
You provide us with some great internet content. Thank you for that very much.
I never met
You've
Ray.
become a celebrity.
Very nice to meet you.
So, but see, we have our first walk-in guest.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
And I said on Facebook, hi, Laura will be there.
Right.
So, yeah, you did.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And here I am.
That's
see?
good. So I guess the car didn't get repainted yet.
No.
The heater core didn't get fixed yet.
Right.
What has happened?
Nothing.
In the Dartboard household?
In the Dartboard household, he is now taking the 2005 Town and Country, which Joe is very familiar with.
Oh, definitely, yes.
That
we park it next to my 2003, yes.
And he's repairing that.
Okay. Yeah, that's been.
And I said the most
garage.
deadliest words the other day was, "Why don't we just get rid of it?"
Oh no, not the minivans! No, you can't get rid of the minivans. They're all-purpose vehicles.
Oh, come on!
Have you ever seen my white piece of crap, my rolling toolbox? Yeah, we need those because there's certain things that won't go in the El Camino, which is our other rolling.
The black one.
The black one. Yeah. That Johnny and I did the air conditioning in. Well, I never hear the end of how the windows frost up. I'm very proud of that.
Well, my thing is, the other El Caminos down there.
Oh yes.
The other Corvettes down there.
They're fine coffee tables.
My 57, the 57 Chevy.
Yes.
The 57 Ford is upstate.
Yes. Oh yeah. Well, you've got quite the collection.
How about the steel body? What's going on with that? I'll ask Joe some questions.
We're leaning up against it. You know, it's
what is the steel body?
We got all kinds of stuff. Actually, right now, this is the Nova. The Nova's coming.
Oh, the brown one.
Yes, the brown one. Yes, we have fuel system issues with that, but we're on it.
All right, we'll get back to that.
He's
because
cursing right now, probably in the car if he's listening.
Oh yeah. No, he's hating this.
I went for coffee.
Oh, you see?
While he pulled the car out.
Right. So what are you driving now that the minivan is down for service?
No, she doesn't use the minivan.
I don't use the minivan.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
The minivan has a name. Her name is Bertha.
Bertha, yes.
I have a 2015 Journey.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Which kind of superseded Bertha. Bertha was your truck for a long time now.
Bertha I got in 2005.
Right.
Okay.
And
I met Bertha with bad injectors.
Bertha, I blew the motor up.
Wow.
Did you?
It came very close to not getting back to running condition, but Johnny and
the other guy.
The other guy. The man I sometimes call my husband.
Right.
They got the van up and running, so I haven't driven Bertha in 3 years, 4 years.
She said, Bertha, don't you come around here anymore.
Bertha's got a lot of physical damage to her as well.
Bertha's kind of beat up. Makes my minivan look mint.
So let me ask you this, Laura. What was in your automotive purview before the dartboard chapter of your life?
My dad was a diesel mechanic and a regular mechanic as well. I went to Edison.
Did you?
Where Johnny and I were classmates.
Oh boy!
In auto shop.
Wow! See,
so
that was a good graduating class.
So I know I left though, but
I passed the cursing class with flying marks.
Yes. I had a lot of help in that class because at the time they were just letting girls into the school.
Right.
So I had a lot of help, but the newer cars I can't really do too much with. But give me an old one, I can make a fan belt out of a pair of nylons.
I've done that.
I can make a fan belt out of a gasket with a ball peen hammer and a piece of oak tag.
Everybody's kid should learn that.
I could change my own oil.
Excellent.
I get by.
Yeah.
Wow. I get by.
Yeah, see, there's not too many out there, right? Yeah, no gloves.
Ask my kids to change a flat on a car. Absolutely no clue.
Yeah, I know.
When you got parents that are like the Indy pit crew, what do you got?
Exactly. Yeah, see that they got us.
I had a 1970 or 71 Toyota Corona was my first car. A Corona. My dad rigged up the carburetor with a piece of wire, and I drove from here to Pennsylvania and back.
Oh yeah, Doug told me about that. Yeah,
here from Pennsylvania to back. So my dad taught me a lot of
girls got guts,
little tricks.
That's
cool.
But,
so how's that helped you in just everyday waking life?
Well, if something goes wrong with the car, I know kind of what to look for. I go over there was something wrong with the car a while ago. Joe, I think you looked at it too, or maybe the guys upstairs did.
Right.
It was making this kind of weird grinding noise when I started it, and it would come and go. So I was right here in Malba one morning on my way to work, and I got out, and I took my camera out and I recorded the noise. So when I went over to Dodge and they were telling me I'm crazy, I'm like, this is what it's doing.
That's right. You took that to the daily. Yeah, that's right. It was on the warranty. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know, and I do have to say one thing. I'm very proud of myself, and I told this to Johnny the other day. The minivan.
Yes.
Every 4,000 miles, I used to have my brakes changed. I haven't had them changed once.
See?
In my journey.
So no more carrier landings for you.
No, but I drive around. I have a toolbox in the car.
Yep. That's the right.
I have anything I need to get myself through what I have to do.
You set yourself apart because most people's toolbox these days is a cell phone.
Right.
So good for you.
And I don't need to. And I could also drive Doug's 67 Chevelle.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, boy.
Which nobody thought I could do because it's got an overhead cam.
Oh.
So the first time I took
that thing's a beast, yeah.
I took it and I picked my daughter up and she said, "What is this?" I said, "Sit down and shut up."
Yeah, there you go.
And hold on.
Yep. And that was it.
Nice. Great,
so,
yeah. That's right, because Dougie letting people drive that car, that's like Bandit taking his hat off. Nobody really does that.
Yeah, well, he actually had it out one night, and she needed a ride, and I went and picked her up in it. The kids call them hoopties.
Yeah.
Yes.
The hoopties.
It ain't no.
Which is technically something different, but
the same. That ain't no hoopty that car.
No. But the grandkids are into it. We actually had the grandkids down in the what are we calling it today?
The CF, the UD.
The CF.
Just two letters.
We took the kids. I took the kids down to the CF, and our granddaughter is going to be 7. She likes to get in all the.
She likes the 55,
She likes
the 55 pickup truck,
the pickup truck. She rolls Johnny's hands up in the windows. And my grandson, who's 2, was down there for the first time, and he's running around down there saying, car, 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 car. So the grandkids...
So he'll fit right in.
The grandkids are the ones that are going to be into it,
Skip generation.
Yeah. So anything goes with the car or whatever, I take my granddaughter with me, tell her, like, you know, this is what we got to look for. She watches while we change the oil, and she always wants to go with Doug down there.
Yeah.
I want to go with Peapod to work. I want to go with Peapod to work. Yeah, she loves the garage.
See, that's great. Not only just kids, girls too, So.
Yeah, well, takes after grandma.
I can see that.
That's why I don't have manicures. And I don't use gloves.
Right. Yes, I know. I could see gloves are for wimps. I understand.
When I was 5, my father had me on a crawler underneath Mack trucks.
Yeah.
He gave me a screwdriver and he set me underneath there, and I would just play with stuff. But then he showed me how to unscrew the
clamps,
the lenses for the lights and stuff. So since I'm 5 years old, I've been playing rolling in and out onto cars.
That's a funny story. Cool. Down at the shop, they now have a detailer who works there, and really good guy. If you need something detailed, he's the man.
He's a good guy.
And I was working on the Monte Carlo in the bay next to him, and I was getting ready. He says, "Oh, here you want?" He goes to hand me a set of black gloves. I'm like, "Oh, what do I need those for? I'm not a detailer."
Yeah, right.
I'm a mechanic. I don't need that. So he looked at me like, huh? Like, put the gloves on and play with the compound. That's
really.
Want to get
as soon as I start doing brain surgery, we'll whoop them things out.
Right.
But,
well, I'm going to get out of here because I want to go home before he gets here.
Oh, boy. It was very good to see you, and it was a pleasant surprise.
Thank you.
See?
You, too. It's nice to meet Ray.
Yeah, see, for one, all right, good.
Can I take these off now?
Yeah,
you may.
Take.
He's going to kill me.
That's all right. We'll be your alibi. Don't worry, we got you covered. All right. So our first walk-in interview.
Excellent.
Listen to you. I had you on the radio.
Excellent.
All right, Laura.
Yeah, we did that. That's what I said. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to yell from the balcony over there.
Yeah.
So
that's great. On 90.3 WHPC, our first walk-in, Laura, who's been a guest on the show in the past. She's a subject of one of our videos.
She's been our caller, yes.
And we are at the Malba Show in Whitestone, right at the base of the Whitestone Bridge.
Right.
And
we're looking at the Bronx.
Yeah, we are.
Hi, Bronx. You know.
College Point. How you doing
not
over there?
the Bronx.
No, we're not looking at him. Right. So.
Yeah, I got to think about his cooling system problem because that vaguely.
Right.
I have to go back into thinking mode for that.
If he does go to the dealership, that's a good start because they would, like you said, Joe. From being a dealer guy, those are the things you see all the time, and you're proficient in it, even if that's a car.
You get used to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not to mention they have that. They call it the parts cannon.
Well, right. They do have that. The
load the parts cannon. Next thing you know, that's going to have a thermostat. It's going to have a radiator. It's going to have belts, hoses, and all kinds of other stuff.
So that's the thing. Select people like me have guys like you who we could tap and say, hey, where do I get this, or what's the part number for this?
You got to think stuff out because a lot of times diagnosis is not.
They have their network too. So we're going to queue up. We're going to take a bit of a break because we're getting a little parched here. We're going to down some water.
Yes.
And I'm not quite sure how
I'm just going to stand outside with my mouth open.
Yeah, right. So we'll throw it back to Kim at the studio. Let us take this out for a bit on 90.3 WHPC.
Take it away, Kimmy.
Music history. Go ahead. Ask me anything.
What was the #1 song this week in 1967?
I don't know. That was like 50 years ago. I guess it was a Beatles song?
Wrong. Roll again.
Okay, music history again. Go.
What was the #1 song this week in 1981?
How the heck am I supposed to know this stuff?
You obviously aren't listening to my show, The Classic Countdown. It's where we count down the biggest hits of the week, but not from this year. We go back in time to the 60s, 70s, and 80s, giving you the biggest hits of the week.
I know I can beat this game. Let me try one more time. I don't believe it. Music history again.
My favorite subject. What was the #1 song this week in 1977?
All right, I'll listen. When is it on?
Listen to the Classic Countdown with me, Zach Turkel, Wednesday evenings at 6 on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC, and on the iHeart Radio app. I gotta go get ready for my show. Later.
I guess I win by default. Winning!
You can't buy a best friend. You can love them, walk them, pet them, and care for them, whether they want you to or not. You can take a picture or 50. You can fly to the moon, travel the world, or just stay in bed. You can't buy a best friend like that, but you can adopt one. There are millions of pets waiting for a best friend just like you. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
Nice. A little bit of ZZ Top to bring us back on Motormouth Radio here at the Malba Show. Hey, we are doing a